I get these questions a lot. What is brand language? Is it relevant for my company? And should you even be thinking about it? Well, let's see. Do you own a company? Do you work for one? Do you have employees, colleagues? Do you have a website, a shop, an office, or at least one customer? If your answer to any of those is yes, then brand language is very relevant for your company. Brand language is verbal communication. It is a message delivered orally or in writing by company's representatives. It refers to anything involving words, from a conversation among coworkers, a discussion with a client, a daily post on your Facebook page, or even an email. It is not only the words, but also gestures, facial expressions, and attitude your team uses when addressing clients or your partners. It is the tone they use when talking with them and also when writing a message. Is the tone friendly, welcoming, encouraging, or arrogant? It is also the style and the manner of talking and writing. Is it polite? Is it down to earth? Is it classy, elegant, jolly, or chatty? Your option can be whichever, and those are all correct. But there is just one basic rule for you to know. No, wait, it's two rules. You have to know which one of these is right for your company and stick to it in all and any type of communication for your company. The key is being consistent. Decide what image you want your company to leave to the outside world and stick to it. Consistency has two angles. The first one is being consistent everywhere. It means keeping your image and posture in every occasion, in every channel, in every interaction with everyone when representing your company. The second is consistency for everyone, meaning everyone in your company has to do it. Every single one of you, no exceptions, from the very bottom of your company to the very, very top senior management. Hierarchy or no hierarchy, but for the sake of your company image, you all need to speak in one voice. Why do it, you may ask? Well, I could describe you the benefits for hours, but the ones that should sell you this idea instantly are four. Firstly, it shows that your company values quality. It works on the consciousness and subconsciousness of people, saying, well, if they are so attentive and unison in their communication, I can only assume that they are as attentive to the products they are making. This also gives an impression that you have your internal processes systemized, that you are structured, and that your house is in order. Secondly, this brings you the right people, both for customers and for employment. What I mean is, if you know who you, or in this case, your company, are, you live, talk, act, and behave in a certain way. For this, you need to be authentic. Not everyone will like you for it, I can promise you that. But that's even better because you don't need everyone. You need your people. And trust me, it is so many of them out there. How do I know? Well, because there's just a dozen or so personalities possible for companies, and the whole population of consumers have to choose their favorite among those. So this leaves you with a huge audience. But now it is the right audience. Basically, this is how you build your tribe, the circle of your loyal people. Number 3. You can get better results out of your team because this gives them a clear focus of what your company actually is. And if you put this in words on paper, this in fact works like signs on road for them. I've seen this do real magic. I work only with companies and I structure their communication. So my first questions for them are, how are you instructed to talk with people? What is the image you're making? And so on. The answers are mostly the same, and they are no shock to me anymore. They say something like, well, we have to talk politely and smile. Basically, talk to the best of our conscious and something like that. Okay, but this can mean different things to different people. And that's why it has to be precisely defined. And this is an easy thing to fix, actually. Because the more precise the task, the more precise the outcome. Number 4. Well, obviously, all these things that I mentioned translate into more sales, which means money, money, money. The audience is changing, always and endlessly. The new generation of currently active consumers have a distinct way of choosing companies they buy from. They tend to go for brands with shared values, high standards on sustainability, and a brand personality that resonates with their own. So, to sum this up, brand language is means of communication for a company. It is the way your brand or company expresses itself and is expressed by its employees. Make it focused, structured, and consistent. Practice what you preach, and you'll be fine. I hope this helps. Stay close.